two of them. Uh-huh. Two flies with one stone. Hi guys, welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we managed to get out, well, it felt a bit like spacewalking, but we were walking on among the seaweed and we were fighting sharks. So we finally got into this building that's been closed off, and we were met not very pleasantly by a couple of scientists that panicked and sucked the air out of the room I was in. And luckily they came to their senses and gave me advice on how to get the Viraxa monster away by destroying that harvester. That's they think that's the one thing driving it mad. So I'm gonna go and ruin the harvester, because I feel that's more it's less of an environmental hazard, although I'm not sure about these sharks. Yeah, I see you. There's a door over there as well. Could we enter? I want to do that. Is he gonna come this way? I think he is. Oh, two of them. Uh-huh. Two flies with one stone. So what's in there? I don't know. Yeah, that's the way I need to go. But I'm gonna go and check out this area before I do, because I have no idea what's here. Oh! Hi guys, I just came to say hi there, and I'm well, yes, if you wondered, and I'll be right back. Yeah. So we're that close to that. I don't get. Did they move? They must have. Maybe they saw me. I forgot to ask. Yeah. That's probably it. We got a shark there. Or Viraxa. They are sharks, but well, you wouldn't call a lion a cat, right? Although we could. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. This thingy over there, called the control panel, that's probably what we need to... Oh! Hello, I see you. That's a big one. Yeah, let's not move too close to it. Pretty sure it's not gonna be happy. Let's see. We're not gonna feed toxin. We're gonna try and... Let's see. Hydrolium unstable at 4 million Sangen. Pressure would rupture container pod. Right? Okay. Fuel injector pod at 0 of 3 million Sangen. Container pod at 0 of 5. So, let's fill up the injector pod. So we got, yeah, that's full, and the other one is empty. So I probably should transfer. So now we've got 0 and 3, and it's gonna How is that working? I'm gonna wait a second. Let's see. It says, can I not see? Yes, I can. It says 3 out of 5. So if I drop from the fuel injector pod, it's gonna be 1 left in the fuel injector. Let's try that. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Yeah, let's fill it. So now 3 and right. So if I transfer over now, I'm left with 1, right? Right, I am. So that means if I dump this now, that big one, and how's that gonna help? I dump that, I fill the pod with 3. Wait a second. I've got, yeah, exactly. 3 and 4, 1 is 4. So just dump this, and then we transfer to container. Let's see, transfer to container. So now I fill up the pod again. That means 3. Wait, didn't I fill it up? Oh no! Damn, I filled up the container. So I need to do this again. Right, let's see. Let's do this again. Fill injector, and then we transfer, and then we fill the injector again and transfer to container. Now that's full and I've got 1 left. So let's dump the container pod. Right, and then we transfer to container again. Transfer. Right. Yes, and now I fill the injector. Fill injector. That should be 4. If I now transfer. Yeah. I should evacuate immediately. Can't see. Oh wait. She moved. I think it's a she. So she's not keeping me at bay anymore. Yeah, there she is. Now that the KOTOR harvesting machine has been destroyed, the Great Viraxen shows no sign of hostility. It allows you to pass. Good. Let's have a look. Wait, that's the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, doesn't look too friendly still, but that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Oh. The appearance of the beasts. Okay, finally the last star map, and that means we're getting a bit closer to maybe even saving Bastila. Yeah. It's triangulating. Uh-huh. Another world. Or solar system, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Moving on. Is it gonna stay like that? No, it's not. Or is it? Oh, it's gonna repeat. It's on repeat. There's no off button on that thing. Maybe it'll run out of batteries. I can't see it being solar powered down here. But anyways, there's a lot of power in this game that I have no clue how they do it, so yeah. It's midichlorians, the force, and yeah, whatever. So it doesn't look like we're too deep actually. Maybe that's just an illusion. So we go back in that way then. Such a slow book. But the sharks are quiet now. Alright. Yep, let's move. I think this is the short way. Yeah. So nice to be out of that suit. Oh, more equipment pack. No, that's something. Right, let's move on. So where's that mercenary? Did he finally have someone pick him up? Maybe. Yep. Alright, we are done.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
I did. Your construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
Yeah. Gigantic Phyraxan shark that drove all the circuit insane.
It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
Yes, a few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
I doubt it. Honestly, I doubt it. Yeah, you come ask me for help one day. And then we'll see. So, I wanna go... or not. Hello? Now what? Very well, I'll come peacefully. I've done nothing wrong. Actually, the explosions were at the research station. Both are government set up there. Yes. The machinery had woken up a giant Phyrexian shark. Did I? No, I didn't kill the shark. Alright. Well, I feel like they're a bit naive. Are they not? They just believe me on... I had no pictures, no phone with any selfies. I don't know. It's just... Let's see. I probably need to wrap up stuff here. Yes. They're sending them down to secret base. Well, actually they were. They're not anymore.
The Harakert Rift is a source of Kolto? Why would the Republic risk so much to send troops there? I don't get it.
Did you all just fall and hit your head? We just solved it. They couldn't. They had lost contact with the science facility. Well, the Republic's harvesting has stopped, and yeah, actually I haven't really told them everything about this, but oh well. They awoke a creature which fed on the Kolto. The creature is alive and well. Alright, so maybe I missed something, Cod, but I feel like you didn't You don't remember what we did down there? I don't know. Okay. Yes? I have. The Sith are training the so-called youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. I've convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways. Maybe this data pad will help. No. Keep your credits, Shaylas. A Jedi has no need of such rewards.
Wow.
No.
Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Glad to see we're still the good guys here. Sometimes I think we forget that.
Yep, you can't judge the human race based on one person. Not even if it's a good judgment, you know? I don't have to run around here anymore. And I'm not sad to say. Let's move on. Yep. This is gonna be so good. Right, so I need to find out where to go to help Mission's brother, because I promised her I would. And we needed to find those plants, did we? I don't know where to find them. I haven't seen a merchant, so I'm gonna have to check the HoloNet and see if I can find out. Hey, Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
So could we talk for a while?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
I was wondering what happened after your father died.
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
Yeah, I can't imagine. What happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Damn, she worked in a cantina and she starved to death. Weren't there any doctors?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
They captured you?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
And they freed you?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
So what did you do?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine. And we both know what has happened since then.
True. You became a Jedi.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. As for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Okay. Yeah. She definitely has got a tough background story to talk about. I'm not in no mood to talk to Candace about his war stories. Not today. So, maybe Cart's got something to say? Hey, Cart.
Yes, what's on your mind?
He's got nothing to
You
say.
got it.
Why? You used to be so chatty, and now you're just the strong silent type. Is that it? I don't know. I had the tackland in my pocket the whole time. We were on Kashyyyk. So let's pick Juhani and mission. Yep. Alright. Up we go talk to Griff. Yeah. Hi, Griff.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
Yes, here's the tackland. Take it.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks,
Right.
Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to your Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. And you'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
No, you already promised me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
Forget it.
You don't know much about business, do you? When an opportunity like this comes along, you have to jump at it. Come on, what do you say?
I said no. I'm not taking business advices from you, Griff.
It's your loss. I better get started brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll give you a down payment on what I owe you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Yep. Absolutely. Hey, Mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
So, how about your brother?
I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I
Yes.
just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yep. You're a very, very... Well, you've got a bright outlook on life, Mission. That's for sure.